Welcome to Full Spectrum Podcast, powered by Ishrai. My name is Lily Universal, and today we'll be talking about media representation of LGBTQI plus persons living in Nigeria. And today I have with me Adora.
Hi, Lilith.
Hi. Okay, so Adora is a Nigerian multimedia artist, and she's a certified art therapist also. She transitioned from microbiology to art in 2020, and she's also a founder of Third Eye Art. Adora's work promotes self-expression, mental health, and also authenticity through painting, dance, and digital art. So that's basically it. And my first question for you, are you ready?
I did for you.
Okay, so do you have a social media presence? And I would like you to tell us how you've impacted the community, how you've given back to the community with your social media presence.
Okay, so my social media, anybody that knows me on social media, I mean, Adora Brands. There's only one Adora Brands on social media. And if you come to my page, it's all about authenticity. I'm putting my shit out there. I'm not necessarily forcing myself on anybody, but I'm like living my life every day exactly how I want to live my life. So anybody that comes to my page, the first thing they say is, oh, I like how authentic your page is. I like how relatable the things you post are. I like how your videos make me feel. Like when I post some art therapy videos or sessions where I had sessions with people and I posted that. So it's always about the raw being human, basically. Yeah. So there's no hiding space for anything, but literally seeing human first. And for the work that we've been doing for the community, I mean, I do a lot of art exhibition, and when I do art, it's not just a particular form of art. I do all forms of art. And one thing about all the art events is that it's always a safe space for anybody. So we run an all-inclusive organization where anybody, including queer people, feel safe in our events. If there's any way, like we're doing something and we notice that it's not even going to be safe for queer people, we're going to cancel it.
That's so good. I like the fact that you've given people a sense of belonging. Like in a way, they feel, oh yes, I'm not left out. I can relate to this particular person. They feel like comfort, and also they feel like your space is a safe space also, and that's a very good thing. Also, so I would like to ask, how do you think the media has portrayed queer people as villains or jokes?
So to even begin with, personally, I have secluded myself from like for real, I've secluded myself from a certain type of media space. Instablog is not where I'm looking. All those places are not, because like the way they put queer people out there, like even when you see wholesome content that in the community, this is a wholesome content for someone who is queer. When it's being posted on all these other blogs, and especially it's for clout. They post it because to get traction for them. They post it because a lot of people are going to hate and talk all the rubbish. So it is very shameful.
So sorry, I'm cutting you short. In a way, this portrayals have kind of fueled homophobia.
Oh yes, certainly, 100%, 100%, because you already know that people are going to say XYZ about this set of human beings or these people, and you still push out their content, not even pushing out in a way that you're saying what they are saying in the video, or trying to educate people on what you're just putting it out for cloud and for people to just attack them. So it's just messed up the way non-queer platforms post about queer queer content. And even for platform that you feel like will have sense, and you think that the conversation the conversation that is happening right there is one that it's going to make sense. You just find out in the middle of it that this one just wants to come and ridicule queer people here, and
that's very, very true. That's so true. How do you think that this representation of queer persons living in Nigeria, of queer persons in general, how do you think it has affected the negative representation actually? How do you think it has affected LGBTQI plus persons living in Nigeria?
So I feel like the effect can be seen firsthand. When people represent queer people, it leads to further homophobia, further hatred, further marginalization of, further discrimination of queer people and all of that. So it's not even doing any good. It's only because we see, positive representation of queer people from organizations that really, really, standing strong and pushing the real content that, what queer people are about truly.
Have you come across any social media page or handle that have in a way impacted the queer community, that have in a way educated people about the existence of queer people and all of that? Have you?
I have, and
I think I have
quite a number.
Yeah.
I even start with tears. I mean, the movies that they make, and like I was literally in one.
Yeah, I saw it. So you mentioned the name of the movie first.
It's She He Day.
Yeah,
She He Day is the name of the movie. Yeah, She He Day. And the positive narratives and the educative content that they post out, and these are also people's real life. You watch those movies and you be like, yes, there's somebody who is going through stuff like this. There's somebody who is feeling this way. There's also Queer City Media. Queer City Media. Yeah, Queer City Media. I mean, I watched some of the documentaries that they post, and I'm like, yo, this is just bonkers.
Yeah.
There's also I know a director, Precious Harry Precious.
Okay. Yes, Precious Harry.
And I've seen documentaries that Precious puts out. It's something that there's one I watched. It was a documentary on intersex people, and people do not even know about these things. People just treat people anyhow based off on what they can see. You haven't had any conversation with this person. You just outrightly decide to hate. I heard about one experiment that was done where, straight people, like an experiment or documentary that was conducted, where straight people were called and say, oh, have you had any conversation with a queer person? And a large percent said no. So what do you know about this person to hate them? Nothing.
Just the sexual.
Who taught you to hate this person? It's what they said. Like, make it make sense. Like, you don't even, nothing you're saying is making sense. So because somebody else said something, you just run with it. It shows how, ignorant and uneducated that you are, that you cannot think for yourself, you cannot make your own research, you cannot, you don't have the energy to do stuff for yourself and to find out things, and then you just bank on what somebody else has said and discriminate against somebody you don't even know. Yeah. So there are also a bunch of other platforms that are really, really doing amazing, outstanding things for queer people in the midst of representation.
Queer people are actually seeing social media spaces as safe spaces currently, even though there are a lot of backlash, like a whole lot of negative narrative. There are like a whole lot of twisting and spinning that is going on, but we still have a lot of queer persons still come out, still make videos of themselves, still say, like, we have a lot of them actually that are not really known on other social media platforms, but on the platforms that they are in, they are educating people. They are letting people know about queer persons in so many ways actually. So do you think it's actually safe for them to feel safe there?
So the thing about social media is that social media is World Wide Web. Right? So it's not a Nigerian thing. It's not a one country thing. It's out there for anybody at all to see. But imagine how terrible it has come down to that social media, where you do not know who is watching you, has become a safer space than your immediate environment. It's the reality of things, honestly. Somebody that you don't know on social media can literally call out to you every day, check up on you. How are you? How is today going?
Yeah, that's so true.
Much more than someone who lives in the same house with you. So why wouldn't they find social media as a safe space. But the thing is that we also need to further ensure that social media is safe, because a lot of crazy things happen on social media. Most of the people that are being ketoed, you say it's from social media.
From social media.
Exactly, it's from social media. So as much as, you know, your FYP or For You page or your feed is as much safety as you can get. So you can curate your feed to be safe enough for you. If someone follows you, you maybe check who this person is before you even accept it. A lot of white people have their pages on private because of this same issue. So I won't say on a general note it's safe for everybody, but I mean, everything that has an advantage has a disadvantage. So it could be a form of safety or a place of safety for some people. Where it's also, there are some people that have just 300 followers and they're fine.
And they're fine with it.
Do you get? Because they know those 300 people. They're not looking for 1 million or thousands. They're okay. And so, but those that use social media as a means of sharing their voices, sharing their experiences, sharing their stories, and advocating for queer people, talking, educating people. They're the creators, they're the content creators, they're organizations, and so they found a way to make it safe for them. Nothing is ever 100% safe, but to an extent, there's been a way of making social media safe for queer people. And we are literally leveraging on it, because that's where you can report anything, any injustice that's happening to you as a queer person, and everybody takes it up, and everybody is shouting justice for Twitter is going off. Do you get? So yeah, in that note, I can say it's a form of safety.
While you were talking, I just remembered something. So we have lots of dating platforms in Nigeria, and we also have queer people who use these dating platforms, and most of them get ketoed from these particular platforms. So how do you advise them on being safe? Especially when you'll be on a particular app, you think you're talking to the same gender, you understand? And then you're talking to somebody else that have like 7 to 8 persons that are waiting for you to come. And then when you get there, they'll pounce on you. They can do anything, kill you, beat you, rape you,
plethora of stories that have happened.
Of any bad thing. It is very, very possible for that to happen. So how do you advise queer people especially that use these apps to be safe?
First of all, it's also unfortunate that we are looking for a way to be safe as a human being.
It's a lot.
You get, as a human being, I don't think a straight person will be saying, "Oh, I'm looking for a way to be safe on any dating app," because do you get? But if you're someone who is very active on a dating app, tell your friends where you're going. Tell people that you trust where you're going to. If you have a match or you have a click or whatever it is that how it happens on the dating app, make sure you're telling somebody. When you book your Uber, tell somebody. It's better that somebody knows your location than you are calling you all of a sudden. Nobody can reach you again. Nobody knows your location. Put your location notification on.
Let's be on.
Notification on. I can't even overemphasize. I tell all of my friends, right? If you are going anywhere, baby girl, just say, Adora, this is where I'm going to. You're fine. Even anyhow. In fact, that we still have police that have sense, that can still trace people, at least to do the proper job of investigating. I'm just going to see Area Mama as an example now. God rest her soul, right? If maybe there was somebody she said, "Oh, sis, this is where I'm going to. This is who I am with. This is." I don't know if she gave out that information or
if that's happened.
If that happened, it would be easier for somebody to say, "Oh, she said she was going to be with this person," or even though maybe the police force might not even take necessary action, because first of all, let's not even go there, but at least somebody will be able to identify that she said she was going to meet this person. So as much as we are also in an era where, you don't want to tell anybody your business, you don't want to that, but it's also very necessary. I can't even overemphasize that. It's very necessary that at least there's one person that you trust. Please tell somebody where you're going, especially when it has to do with dating apps and
all of
yeah.
that. That's true.
Because there's nothing else that you can do. If you say Uber, you are still with your phone.
Yeah.
Nobody will be able to, locate your location if you're still with your phone. But at least if you share your location with somebody, send the picture of who you're going to see with somebody, there must be a means of identification.
I just remembered one false narrative that was pinned. Okay, there was a time, because the truth is, whenever keto cases eventually come out, whenever queer people come out to say, oh, I am keto or this, so whenever they arrest someone, they spin it actually. They arrest keto people, it is actually spinned, and they just label it as homosexual arrested. Okay, let me give you an instance. There was a time that some group of keto guys were arrested in Lekki. Yeah, and Instablog carried it. And the way
see, you see that gist?
it is very.
Why do you say I remove Insta? I don't follow Instablog and all these people.
I understand that these people are actually making money from the content that they put out there. They want traction and all of that, which explains the catchy captions and
the
everything.
catchphase and
but
clickbait.
At the same time, people's mental health are at stake here. Do you understand?
Not just mental health, people's lives.
Life also.
People's lives.
False informations. Like, I don't understand what you would gain from spreading false informations. Like, it is always out there. The headline on that particular content was homosexuals arrested, gay men, and I'm like, these people are actually keto people. They ketoed.
Let me just say this in the full glare of the camera. If you're a blogger or you're a social media whatever, I don't know. I don't care. If you're a blogger, you have a lot of you have plenty followers or whatever, and what you think you're using to get clickbait or rage bait or whatever is using people's life to the detriment of the human being. You don't have sense
At all.
And I know that saying you don't have sense will not change anything for you, but in the long run, you see why don't you actually going to find out what happened? Doing proper investigation.
Right.
Push your brand better.
Like,
get your facts right before you post. That post about those keto guys really annoyed me, because they're showing you that look at what these guys did to other people.
Yeah.
And what you carried is that homosexuals caught in the act. Tell me how you went to school.
How are they even homosexuals?
Anybody that has 2.5 gig inside their house, inside phone, is
just type
blogger. You don't have sense.
So annoying.
Like, I don't know how to talk about that issue, but
without not getting annoyed.
Yes, exactly.
It's really annoying.
Without not being angry and just maintaining my peace. But the truth is, even us as queer people, when we see some of these narratives, right, we should be there. I know that it's 2024. I should not be educating anybody about me just being a human being.
Thank you for saying the obvious. Actually,
but the truth is, we still have to keep educating people, because you still have to keep educating people. Every chance you get to say, oh, this is not it, this is how it, this is XYZ, just say it. Just do it. Just say it for the life of somebody. I'm educating you for somebody that might be in trouble. So I believe that if we, it's going to take a while. It will. But we just have to keep doing things that push positive press for the community. If your organization is doing something amazing as a queer person, my dear, post it.
Post it, yes. Talk about it.
Do you know that
tell your friend to tell your friend.
It's not a crime to be a queer person in Nigeria.
It is not.
There's nowhere in the constitution that they say is a crime
to come out to say I'm a queer person. Yeah.
So if the police arrest you, I'm a queer person. If they arrest you, let's go and call Minority Watch. Yes, now. If they arrest you, let's go to court.
Yes.
Let's reach magistrates. Last, there was the one they were threatening you. I'm going to take you to court. That was scary. Let's go. Court. Take me to court.
Once you're confident in yourself,
when you come and tell me where you catch me doing XYZ, you will now know whether you want to even the magistrate and the judge will be looking at you like, is something wrong with this one? Like, please, let's just have that level of confidence in ourselves as queer people.
Yes, please.
You're not committing any crime
Emphasis on confidence.
To accept that I'm a queer person. You're not committing any crime. You have a right. You need to go and look at the law. You have a right as a queer person. If there's a right against keto people, there's a law against if violence is melted on a queer person as whatever, there is that person that did that will be prosecuted.
You are a
it's in the law. You're a human being first.
Before your sexuality, actually, you're a person.
I don't know how else to emphasize it. We just need to have better confidence in ourselves.
Yes.
As human beings first. So that you can pursue. It's just like people that have rape cases, because they cannot own up to, yes, I was raped, because it's a shameful. Some people feel like it's not your fault that you, what did I just say? It's not your fault that you were raped, so nobody should even shame you.
Yeah,
but because some people cannot own up to saying I was raped, do you get? We still have a lot of rapists roaming around.
Yeah, we still
people cannot call the people that rape them out. We still have a lot of rapists roaming around in high places and offices.
Social media is a tool that can be used positively.
Yes.
In this aspect.
Yes.
You can come out to talk about somebody forcefully harassing you. Come out to say it on social media, especially Twitter. Twitter is a platform that will push everything you say to the right audience. No, to even the right audience, actually. At the end of the day, the truth is going to come out. Do you get it?
Go fall out.
But I think
it go fall out.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. Okay, so I wanted to talk about queer persons in prominent places.
Okay.
We have a lot of queer persons in prominent places that are not using their social media platforms.
How many of them do you know?
Hey!
No, that's that. You see how I said it now? How many of them will come out? And coming out is not by force, so please, nobody should quote me wrong. Everybody will come out in their own time.
Another thing is, yes, take your time to come out. Nobody's saying come out. You don't owe anybody coming out. Do you understand? Come out to yourself, and if that is okay with you, that is okay. But don't come on social media and start being against the person that you are. Do you understand? They do that a lot.
What I say about those kind of cases,
do that a lot.
Internal homophobia. I'm sorry. If you cannot, I'm sorry that you hate yourself so much that the only thing you can do is to, attack and backlash. But if you're a queer person in a prominent, I'm vying so much for queer people in prominent offices.
Yeah, in prominent places.
Please, I hope you can hear. But I'm vying so much for queer people in the government. We need representations in a lot of places, because it's when you are there that you're able to pull the next person up.
Yeah.
It's not only in the creative space. It's not only in the creative space that we have queer people. There are queer people that like the corporate ladder. There are queer people that like business, like serious businesses. There is no business that's not serious anyway. But there are quite people that are into climate spaces. It's recognizing that everybody is a human being. In whatever organization you find yourself in, if you don't feel like you're recognized as a human being there, my dear, wrong. Just be going, because you're better off elsewhere. I know that everybody's looking for money, but what's the need of staying in a place where you're gonna be crying in the toilet every day? I beg. So if we have more queer people in prominent offices, I feel like it would be, although not everybody, they say if you want to keep a black man out, put a black man at the gate. Yeah. They're still saying the same thing about queer people. If you want to keep queer people out, keep a queer person at the gate. And that's a very wrong narrative.
It is.
If I'm a queer person in the prominent office, if they need creative for this. I'm calling my friend. I know that you can exactly. I know that I can do that job. I know that I'm going to call people who are responsible enough to do that job. Anybody as a queer person is in a prominent space, please create space for other people, because that's the only way we can grow. That's the only way we can thrive as a community. We do not even realize that there is a queer economy in this country.
We don't
even realize that. We keep patronizing people that are, criminalizing you, causing you harm. And meanwhile, there are people in your community who's render those same services. But because you're trying to please, you're trying to feel accepted in other places, you keep putting yourself in spaces where you're not accepted and you keep crying about it all the time. What happened to other people around you that can do the same thing? So my point being that as a queer person, your job is to make sure that you're a safe space for the next human being. If other human beings don't want to recognize that they're human beings, and do not want to create, it's okay.
It's okay.
But me as a human being, anywhere I see myself, I'm going to be a safe space for the next person close to me. And I'm happy that, I think I've asked most people, anybody that comes around me, first thing is I'm glad I can be myself around you. And that's it for me.
I have to be myself around you.
If you're not bold enough to be yourself around me, don't come near me. Because the only thing I want to be around you is myself. Why would I be if you're not bold enough? And it's not even simple, though. We think it's simple, but it's not. But if you're not bold enough to be yourself around me, there's no need of coming close to me. People don't even realize that. You know what the sweetest thing about internet? There's one phrase. Internet does not forget.
At all.
Internet does not forget.
At all.
Do you know some people have been rejected visas for one homophobic comment they made in 2008?
Slay.
Do you get? For one comment they made in 2010.
It brings me to also recognize that in foreign countries, places that are actually not backward, because we are backward, let's not even cap, we are. But in foreign countries, they've inculcated pronouns to companies, like, they, them, she, he. And if you misgender someone and you do it intentionally, they will they will tell you, but if you do it intentionally, I
like how you said if you do it intentionally.
Because they do it intentionally.
We also have to recognize that people are coming to terms with these things, with the nomenclatures, the pronouns, and you know that the amount of time it takes you to learn something is the equal amount of time it will take you to unlearn.
That's true.
Sorry. So imagine you've stayed all your life saying him and she and that's it. It's going to, even if you are genuinely trying to, not misgender somebody, sometimes you can get caught up. So on our own part as community, I feel like we should also give a little bit of grace to people. Educate as much as you can, but when you see that this person is genuinely just doing this intentionally, that's when you take action.
Why I had to say intentionally is because we have some people that will say, you look like a woman now. Why should I use the they, them pronoun? And then when you try to explain, you are possessed. You don't have... even online...
My dear, don't explain.
If you check comments, and one thing I like about social media presence currently is that there are spaces for pronouns. So you can put they, them, you can put in, you can put she, whatever you want to put there. So when people come to your page, they're seeing it, they, them. But we still have some people that in the comment section, maybe they faulted, and then you're trying to correct them, they're like, you're not okay, you're a woman, so why would I call you this? You get?
Please, don't respond.
But then,
just leave them. I'm telling you, some people, they
going to go on and on.
Some people just really, they will just keep, cycling it up and down. It doesn't just if you've done the much education you can do for somebody, leave the person. Let it be.
That's good.
Let it be. You have a lot of things attributed to who you are than that person that is not mentioning your pronoun correctly. Just there's some it's not be everything you go to respond, my G. Not be everything you go to respond. Not be everything you go to respond.
This has been like a very insightful session with you. If I'm going to be very honest. Listen to me and listen real good. Are you hearing me? Yes. I know you have 2.5 gig. You are showing that you have sense, but then you don't have sense if you're coming on the internet and then saying stupid things and nasty things about people, about queer people. We need you to wake up. We are in 2024. Okay? Verify informations. Go out there. Make researches. Read books. Most of you don't even read. Read books. Read. And if you cannot read, listen to music. Listen to the lyrics. Not just go out there, get this information and verify it. We've talked about a lot of how the media represents LGBTQI plus persons living in Nigeria. We've said a lot, and we've said a lot of things that have happened, such as how visas are now rejected for homophobic comment that was made years back. We will dig it out for you like this and plaster it on the screen. So did you get? So be very mindful of the things you say on the internet and keep your opinions to yourself. Thank you. Okay. So we have come to the end of Full Spectrum Podcast media representation of LGBTQI plus persons living in Nigeria. And I am so sure that you've learned a lot. And I'm also sure you have a lot to say. So if you have anything to say in the comments, please drop it. We have the comment there. Please just drop anything. Feel free. It's a safe space. And we are not going to discriminate. Just drop your comment and we'll respond. We'll get to it as soon as we can. And do not forget to subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Also follow all of our social media pages. It will be displayed on the screen. You're going to see it after this. Kindly follow. See you next time.